Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of my Death Stranding playthrough. Hopefully, everything is hooked up. For some reason, the picture didn't show. For some reason, that one time. Um, so the first episode was basically just the intro. It's basically lots of cutscenes. There's a little bit of gameplay. But now we're gonna start getting into more gameplay, and probably the beginning and the end of the game has the most gameplay. Or, I mean, cutscenes. And then once we start getting rolling, there's not going to be as many cutscenes, but there's still going to be a lot of cutscenes. So they explain how to, use the room, but
Sam Hartman here. Researcher devoted to uncovering the secrets of the beaches and the Death Stranding, as well as those of dooms and repatriates. The shower in your room was designed with chiral decontamination in mind. Chiral matter can adversely affect hormone secretion and nervous function. There's a correlation between exposure and the development of phobias, as well as in extreme cases, violent and suicidal impulses. Chiralium contamination has even been postulated as a trigger for the onset of dooms. I should add that these showers have another function: the collection of blood, hair, fluids, and other natural waste products. They provide a non-invasive means to monitor your exposure to chiralium and your overall health. And I freely admit a chance to study the unique properties of your physiology, you being a repatriate and all.
so yeah, he still explains it even though I'm trying to skip it. I'm pretty sure I thought they gave more explanation, but maybe I skipped that. But I mean, I was trying to skip it, so if I did, that's good.
Sam, this is Deadman. I calibrated your BB based on physiological data we collected from you earlier. It's still just a best guess, though. After you take it out for a spin, we can check if you're in sync and tweak the BB sensitivity as needed.
Tired, huh?
I don't think we can change colors yet.
This case will remove any chiral matter still clinging to your suit. Speaking of suits, blue is for delivery personnel, red for medical, orange for corpse disposal, and black for security.
Yeah, you unlock colors as you play the game, so you really can't customize too much right now. And then obviously you can drink energy drinks, but yeah, they want us to examine everything. We don't really need that. We'll try to be realistic and be a healthy human being, but do we examine everything? Oh, we didn't examine that. We have no weapons, so...
Hey there. Believe we've met. I oversee delivery operations as well as maintenance and repairs. Nice to have you on board. I'm Mama, in case I didn't mention it before. Those there are strands. Not just used for packing, by the way, but for identification, too. Take a closer look and you'll see. See the red there? That's your blood.
I thought she explained why... Or... There's more.
had a chance to think it over? Chock full of chiralium, but safe for you Dooms guys to wear. That's all you'll need to go forth and reconnect the world. To make us whole again.
I'm a porter. I don't care about connecting anything. Or making knots. But I'll do what I have to help Amelie out.
Listen up, Sam. The terminals Amelie's people built in the towns and cities they passed through on their journey west are called knots. The infrastructure's there, but the Cairo network is offline. Right now, it's only capable of transmitting voice communications. Sometimes wired, sometimes wireless, and a small amount of data. So, unless the necessary data stored on site, our chirograms won't show up. Amelie and the other Bridges members you've seen around the place are grams generated with local data. In case you didn't know. Anyway, all you've got to do is find the knot, connect your Cupid, and bring Cairo communications online. Once you connect it to the terminal, you'll be able to initiate zero-time massive data transmission with the UCA network. And just like that, you'll reconnect us not only to each other, but to our past. All the lost and fragmented junk data will be compiled and restored, like bringing a dinosaur back to life from a fossil. 4.6 billion years of history on Earth. All the wisdom and knowledge we lost since the Death Stranding will be ours again. And that, my friend, is how we'll beat this thing. Once you establish Cairo communications, generating grams won't be an issue. You'll also be able to use Cairo printers. Won't be long before we're able to send all kinds of things through the wire.
Except anything original. Or that's got a soul. Nothing real. Just copies.
True. Which is why we'll still need porters like you. Before and after we're made whole, we'll need men in the middle.
No rest for the wicked, huh?
Yeah, well, idle hands and all that. We'll give you the details at the dispatch terminal. Make sure you check it upstairs. Drop's waiting up there, too.
These shoes look like they've done some serious miles. Shall I dispose of them?
Wait. Hold on. There's something I want you to look into. My blood seemed to set those things off. Happened more than once.
Set them off? How do you mean?
I don't know. You took my blood, didn't you? You tell me.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Sorry, Lisa. Don't worry. I'll take care of him. I promise you.
This is Die Hardman. Your current objective is to extend the chiral network from here to Port Knot City. But don't think you can make a beeline straight for it. Signal won't carry that far. To cover the distance, we need to utilize knots. Think of it like tying ropes together to make a longer rope. The first of these knots is a Bridges Way station. Go ahead and take a look at the order. Deliver whatever they need, and connect the Cupid. Sam, order summaries may contain information critical to your success. Make sure to review them before getting underway. Sam, right?
Yeah, it's just explaining what the ladder is. I know what a ladder is. How many ladders did they give me? And we only got one climbing anchor. Climbing anchors are arguably more useful than stupid ladders.
Order assigned.
More versatile. Yeah, so private locker is pretty self-explanatory. It's just if you played Resident Evil, it's kind of like your item box. But they only have it in the facilities. Like this facility has its own item box, and all of the facilities have their own item boxes.
Sam, triple checked your loadout, I take it?
So you can't. It's not like It's not like Resident Evil in the sense that if you put it in one, it will be everywhere. It will only be in that facility's item box, unfortunately. So it kind of sucks, especially when you travel to different regions.
Have a pleasant journey.
Sam, you see that sign someone left over there? You can leave some of your own if you'd like. Messages, warnings, words of encouragement, whatever comes to mind.
Does he ever shut up?
Sam, even the best porters have been known to lose their cargo. But you're better than the best. You've got what it takes to finish what they started. If you come across any abandoned shipments, consider taking them to their intended destination.
It's easier than you might think. See, all our packages are tagged with Bridges IDs for easy tracking. And your Odra deck is equipped with a scanner which might detect said IDs. Which is a roundabout way of saying that that thing on your shoulder can help you locate mislaid shipments.
Yeah, this is the fun part of the game. We get just to travel without any vehicles or anything to help us whatsoever. No bridges to cross rivers. No weapons to fight BTs.
Sam, a well-placed ladder can get you safely across most rivers, you know. Maybe try using the one we issued you.
Oh my god.
Sam, remember that prolonged exposure to timefall damages cargo containers. Don't stay out in the rain any longer than you have to.
Can I play the game now? look, we found tableware. Fucking tar. Okay, we made it. Fortunately, the BB does not like the water. And what do we have to say to that? Oh well.
Breathe easy, Sam. You're clear of BG territory. The Death Stranding's to blame for all of this. Oh, remember, Sam, every parcel is a promise made to a person in need. And they're counting on you to deliver.
Oh, it finally uploaded. It was only an hour video, so I don't know why it took so long. Here we go. That's actually a really good placement. Oh my god. I'm the fucking ladder.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Cargo verified. Thank you. Delivering cargo.
Thank you. We've all been feeling the loss of Central Knot City. No one seemed to know what it meant for the organization, or the UCA, or us. The oxytocin will take the edge off, and that'll be a big help. Won't be long before we're back on track. May have luck. great. Thank you again. Yeah, everything looks to be in good order. And soon our way station will be too, I hope.
Another delivery well done.
You're with the second team, right? Where are the others?
Dead. Caught in the void out.
No way. That one blast got them all? And what, they just sent you out on your own? I mean, if it was just a delivery, that'd be one thing. Porters come through from time to time, but... The second team was meant to bring the Cupid. They were gonna connect us up. 3 years we've been waiting for help. 3 years! And they sent us one guy. Shit. Tell me you brought more than the Oxy, at least.
I've got the Cupid.
You... Really? So it's true. I finally got it working. Well, then you just might be the answer to my prayers. So what are you waiting for? But you put us on the goddamn grid. Connection to Capital Knot City confirmed. It's really happening. Just like Amelie promised. We can finally do what we came here to do. Hey, you're headed west, right? Gonna be a lot of people happy to see you. Guess you'll keep on till you hit the coast, huh? Which means you'll get to see Amelie in person. Oh, that's something. That is really something. Me, I've never met her. Only seen her holo messages back when I was with the first expedition. Well, anyway, you best be careful on the road. There's some bad people out there. More than good, some say. But I don't need to tell you that.
Thank you, Sam. By bringing that way station into the Chiral network, you've put it in direct contact with those of us back here in Capital Knot City.
Right. What's next?
West of the way station are a couple of structures our previous expedition put in place. And beyond them is your next destination, Port Knot City. It's on the shore of a crater lake that formed after the first void out. Your objective is to link up Port and Capital Knot. But to do that, you'll need to utilize our facilities as additional waypoints. They'll be essential for establishing a stable connection. Given the distance we need to cover, we're looking at using a distribution center and a power station, as to which you should head for first. Start with the distro center. We've got some cargo that needs delivering anyway. Check the nearby delivery terminal to pick it up.
Good work. New order.
Yeah, you can make equipment. That's all it's telling us. Put that in the private locker. That's for Capital Knot City. Excuse me. So the PCCs can build structures. So, I think they give us one, so we don't even need to make one ourselves.
To build a post box,
We'll make a few climbing anchors because they don't give us enough to start with.
site I designated and build that post box, would you? You should have no trouble finding it if you check your map and compass from time to time.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Get some this weight off. Damn it. Did not mean to do that. This ladder is so fucking annoying. I don't know why the fuck he won't go down it. That's just resins.
Sam, I see you've arrived at the...
Hey, we skipped it. Sorry, I was just checking my phone. While we get rewarded for making a post
Good work,
box.
Sam. That's a fine-looking post box. If you access it and select Share Locker,
Apparently it's the
share
greatest
cargo
post
and
box
equipment with
ever.
your fellow porters. Deposit a ladder and a climbing anchor, and I'm sure someone will eventually come along who could use it. If you've got enough supplies, why not leave some behind? Do right by others, they'll do right by you.
Great, books are heavy. I'm not gonna go out of my way to do all this like side quest stuff, but obviously, yeah, if I see lost cargo or anything, I'll pick it up and deliver it because we get more power bandwidth, so we can build more stuff. Because it's going to be useful, especially later in the game when you need it. It sucks we cannot carry any, like, we can carry like so much right now. Like later in the game, we can carry a lot more.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Good work, Sam. I see you brought in some lost.
She just tells you that,
You can.
you know, you can deliver lost cargo at the destination, or you can leave it for somebody else to deliver. Like, you can leave it at any facility and then somebody else will pick it up and deliver it.
I'm so glad you're here. Gotta say, you truly are incredible. All right then.
Let's see what's in the share locker. Yeah. Did not mean to do that. So that's pretty much the online features. Like, you can put stuff in, take stuff out, and other people online can take the equipment. Or leave the equipment.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Even though we don't have any weapons right now. Is that a thingy? I think that's a microchip up there. Microchips are like collectibles, and they're super hard to find. And there's 40 of them or something like that. And it's just like little Easter eggs. They tell you stuff about, you know, the guy who made the game, like his favorite things and stuff that influenced this game. You have to go through Mule's territory no matter what, so you really can't avoid this. We only passed through like the other side of the river, so
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
We're going the right way, right? Yeah. So I mean they didn't switch us around because of the cutscene. We should be right here, yeah.
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
Yeah, so if it's exposed too long to the BTs or whatever, like, you can just go back to a facility. Shit. Okay. Of course I fucking... I lost a climbing anchor.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. conforming to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Yeah, so he just basically explained what I said. Just like when it's exposed to the BTs or like stressed long enough, it pretty much blacks out and you have to give it some rest or whatever.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Deliver some. So whatever the hell. Rare metals.
Wait station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome. When he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you? They weren't joking when they said you were a legend.
Almost 3 stars.
Okay.
Sorry, I skipped it. I did not mean to do that. I'm just so used to skipping everything.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Good work.
Looks like
Back.
I like how it's just waiting there, not delivering.
Seems your connection level.
See you around.
Good work.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
Welcome to my next episode of my
It's in.
Pokemon and
Good.
rock type theme.
Temporary excessive stress.
Team
Easily
Pikachu
addressed if you
randomizer.
return
I
it to its mother's womb.
use a team of rock Pokemon. I do have
Mother?
Mew, but it's only for 8 chance.
Located in the capital Knot City ICU.
Accidentally
Brain
pressed.
dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A steel mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world
Crap,
of the dead
it probably
and the
went through.
BB. And you, in turn,
I apologize.
connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the Steel Mother in Capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its steel mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days.
No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam.
Hopefully my mic doesn't pick up outside stuff. My mic is pretty bad anyway. But it just sucks when there's outside
Waiting
sounds
for
during a
you.
cutscene like this.
Come and find me.
Important one nonetheless.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Chiral Network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now, we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Okay, we'll check on BB and then get going again.
Bo.
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release the sun just yet. Believe me when I tell you.
System woman in a mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Sam, out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Bleed-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Sam, check the delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
No shit.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know. After all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Yeah, there's a PCC.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
I didn't know they give you one. I don't think we get the battery yet. I think we get the battery when we go to the wind farm.
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. Now, as the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Order assigned. Keep on keeping on. Have a pleasant journey.
I don't know why I decided to go to the right when I came out. I need to go this way.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
Okay, just a bit further now.
Sorry. I don't know why I started looking for it when I was.
Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Here we go. Even know it yet. Awesome. Eh. Yeah, no shit.
Find somewhere to hold up. Look around and trust your instincts.
What the fuck is he doing?
Been busy? Seems all the mules in your vicinity have been incapacitated.
Take my medicine. Oh my god, seriously? Of course, they don't have any weapons, because that would just make, life too convenient.
There we go.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. All we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary, damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off, but it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next border. Make sure you're not in.
We're almost there, Sam.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons.
Sam, Pyro crystal deliveries are a little different from the usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any Pyro crystals you're carrying.
Keep on keeping on.
Surprised they didn't tell me about that.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels. Which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Not a bad haul. Plenty enough for research. We'll take good care of it.
Excess chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on...
Yeah, we can now carry more cargo.
Oh, before I forget. This is for you.
Container repair spray is honestly pretty useless, but it only repairs the container. It doesn't even repair the actual item, so.
BC.
There is a correlation between elevated chiralium levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though. Local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
Excuse me.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to put you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
Now we can make stuff at this facility. Like boots.
How are your shoes holding up?
Yeah.
Bridge, you should.
Like real life. Shoes don't last very long, so. Especially when you're walking around, so. That's all he had to say about it.
See you around.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive mans with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same could be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Good work.
Yeah.
We've added a bridge schematic to your PCC.
So now we can make bridges. Literal bridges, so. Sorry, I can't see the thingy right now. It would be nice if I could. There we go. We do not need to fabricate equipment. We need apparently all these metals. What's on our back? Why did they give us a oh my god. I already have like 10 million.
Order assigned.
I'm gonna end the episode right here just because we've gone an hour and we don't have much of this region left, luckily. But I hope you all enjoyed the episode and hope you all have a good morning, good day, and good night. And I'll see you all later. See ya!